Coccidiosis is a disease caused by coccidia, which is an intracellular parasite of the cells in the intestinal tract. Three types of coccidia are known to infect pigs: Eimeria, Isospora, and Cryptosporidia. Among pigs, infection by Isosporus suis is considered the most important coccidian disease. It is widely manifested in suckling piglets and occasionally in pigs up to 15 weeks of age. Infection results from ingestion of infective oocysts. As they are passed through the feces of an infected host, oocysts of Eimeria and Isospora are still unsporulated and therefore not infective. Oocysts will then sporulate under favorable conditions of oxygen, humidity, temperature, after which they become infective for several days. During sporulation, which lasts between 1 to 3 days or 12 to 16 hours under optimum condition, the amorphous protoplasm develops into small bodies or sporozoites within secondary cysts called sporocysts in the oocyst. This is the infective stage of the coccidia. In Isosporus suis, the sporulated oocyst has 2 sporocysts, each containing 4 sporozoites. After ingestion of the sporulated oocyst, usually through contact with infected fecal material, especially within contaminated farrowing pens, the sporozoites invade the intestinal mucosa and consequently develop into multinucleate schizonts or meronts. Each nucleus develops into an infective body called a merozoite, which enters new cells and then repeats the process. After a variable number of asexual generations, merozoites develop into either macrogametocytes, which contain the female gametes, or microgametocytes, which contain the male gametes. After being fertilized by a microgamete, the macrogamete develops into an oocyst. The oocysts have resistant walls and are discharged unsporulated in the feces. Oocysts do not survive well at temperatures below 30 degrees Celsius or above 40 degrees Celsius. Within this temperature range, oocysts may survive for more than a year. Coccidiosis, or specifically isosporosis in pigs, is reported in over 33 countries worldwide, and it is very much prevalent in the Philippines. It is an economically important disease as infected piglets experience significant weight loss and mortality. The prepatent period is found to be around 5 to 7 days. Clinical signs may appear even before pigs start to shed the oocyst. Due to destruction of the intestinal epithelium and frequently the underlying connective tissue of the mucosa, infection with I. suis in neonatal pigs is characterized by a non-hemorrhagic diarrhea which can last for about 5 to 6 days. Initially, the stool is usually watery, yellow, and foul-smelling. Then, as the disease progresses, the color changes to pasty yellowish-greenish, although some cases may also exhibit white to yellow, gray, or brown colors. The piglet continue to suckle from the sow, but occasional vomiting ultimately makes them thin and dehydrated. Chronic infection can lead to hemorrhage into the lumen of the intestine and catarrhal inflammation as the protozoa reaches into the intestinal submucosa. Since piglets may appear weak, dehydrated, and undersized, weight gains are depressed and sometimes piglets die. Moreover, piglets covered with diarrheic feces is a contributing factor to mortality. In severely affected piglets, histologic lesions confined to the jejunum and ileum are characterized by villus atrophy, blunting of villi, focal ulceration, and fibrinonecrotic enteritis, with parasite stages in epithelial cells. At necropsy, the jejunum and ileum will appear turgid and thickened with necrotic lining. Coccidiosis in pigs by Isosporus suis can be treated by giving toltrazuril in as early as 3 days of the age of the neonates. To prevent protozoan infection, it is highly recommended that sows should be cleaned before farrowing. Farrowing pens are best cleaned using high-pressure hot water or by singeing or liming.